I'm 25, not married, actually never been married, no kids. Can anyone else relate?
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Men Only titled When Women Finally Realize That Men Aren't Afraid of Being Single. You know, men have been saying this for quite some time. A lot of them really don't mind being alone. They don't mind being single because it brings them peace. You know, more peace than dealing with a modern woman, that is. And of course, women have not been able to accept that. So we will see how this goes. Let's jump into the video.
I am 29 years old and I literally have like no friends. And the reason I'm sharing this here on TikTok is because I have been seeing some discourse on here about girls who are in their late 20s who are just openly talking about this. And yeah, I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. I am a part of this group of girls who are in their late 20s who don't have friends. And one of the reasons why I feel like I don't have friends is partly my own fault, because
she is willing to take part of the blame that she takes no action to go out and meet people. But as we all know, if she says something is partially her fault, she really means that it's society's fault as to why she's so alone.
I have been traveling the world. I have been living abroad for the last couple of years, and I understand that, you know, friendships take work. It goes both ways, and it's been just difficult to nurture those relationships. And I literally have like 2 friends who I just talk to here and there, not really much. Like I definitely don't have like a bestie who's like who I'm always talking to. But it's just been something that like has been weighing on my mind. As you know, I just turned 29. I'm going to be 30 next year.
She was living abroad for a couple years and ended up not making any friends overseas either. That's not an excuse. She could have friends, but she's too busy complaining about not having any instead.
I think about it, I'm like, wow, I'm going to hit that age soon where I do want to get married soon, maybe in my mid-30s, and, you know, have a baby. And I can't imagine like not having friends or a circle of people who love me and support me around me. And I don't know, it just kind of makes me sad, even though I am very independent and I never felt like I needed a big group of friends. But it would be nice. It would be nice. For anyone who is in London, I'm currently living in London and I'll be here for the next 6 months. If you are here and you like to take content, you like to go to Pilates, maybe you're an entrepreneur, you like fitness, let me know. If you like exploring new things, shopping, please let me know. Let's be friends, because I'm feeling pretty lonely. Even though I have my boyfriend, it still is a little lonely, I'm not gonna lie.
She could have easily had a husband, a family, and friends long before she turned 29, but she made the choice to do the exact opposite. Now she's scrambling and trying to not come off as desperate to find somebody.
Modern women do not respect men and will humiliate them as they see fit. The days of women revering their husbands and treating them with dignity and respect are over. In 2025, women are going to sleep around. Promiscuity is a part of the modern woman's pathology, and it's never going to go away. In 2025, there is no reason to argue with a pro-life person about the issue of abortion. It's pointless. They are never going to change their minds, and women will fight and die for the ability to get an abortion, regardless of how I feel about it.
It's funny how modern women demand to be treated like literal royalty, while at the same time they celebrate the fact that they can treat those very same men like dirt and feel like that's equal and fair.
If I meet a woman and she's a whore, there's no saving her, so don't even try. The latest issue I've had to accept is modern women do not respect men and will humiliate them as they see fit. The days of women revering their husbands and treating them with dignity and respect are over. This is especially true on social media. Women will air out their relationship business all over TikTok and Instagram without a thought as to how it will affect their man. It doesn't matter if the guy is a bum or if he is high value. The average man has to worry if their girlfriend or their wife will run their mouth for attention and likes.
Shaming boyfriends and husbands is such a stupid social media trend. They take the man's dignity and throw it away just for their own ego to get meaningless attention that they'll forget about a day after anyway.
I have a question for single men in their 30s who have their lives together and just haven't found the one yet for some reason. So if I was a single lady in my 30s and I wanted to meet you, where would be the best place to go? just asking for a friend. Please, let me know in the comments. Thanks.
The "where are the good men" question is so hilarious to me. The good men left a very long time ago because the juice is not worth the squeeze for a lot of them.
If you don't know who I am, I just love bitching as a single 30-year-old woman about how hard dating is, because it is hard, okay? But I'm seeing all these TikTok comments saying, you know, men are leaving women alone because women want to be left alone, blah, blah, blah. I think that most men just don't get the fucking point of like, oh, let's have common sense and see when a woman wants to be approached or not.
There was no nuance or hidden message. Modern women in large numbers went online and literally told men to never approach them. Men have listened, and now, of course, it's a problem.
It's not that we don't want to be. I can't even get through this because I actually don't want to be approached. Seriously, get away from me. You guys don't have common sense of like reading the room. If I'm squatting on a squat rack at the gym, get the fuck out of my face. Seriously, leave me alone if I'm pumping gas and you're trying to hit on me at the gas station. It's called a cat call. It's not trying to, it's like, get the fuck out. If I'm at a coffee shop and there's people around me, shoot your fucking shot. Shoot your fucking shot.
In the same sentence that she tells men to never approach her, she then turns around and says when it's okay for men to approach her. So apparently men are supposed to do both at the same time.
I might tell you I have a boyfriend, but that's a quick, easy way, and that's the worst that can happen, right? Then you move along. That's the problem, men. Move the fuck along. If that response is given, move the fuck along. Good men, you can blame the weirdo men for women trying to just protect themselves. Seriously, I'm not trying to be killed. I'm not trying to be attacked or assaulted. I think that men should understand when a woman might feel a little bit vulnerable. I just don't think it's that hard. So the men that are like, well, women don't want to be approached anymore, maybe you're doing it in the wrong fucking way, and we need to open our eyes and have a little common sense and be like, if I was a woman, we're just walking around this earth scared as fuck all the time.
If this woman was truly terrified that men were going to hurt her, she would be too afraid to post this video. She doesn't walk around scared. She's just annoyed that the attractive men aren't approaching her.
If I was a woman, would I want to be approached right now? In this moment? While she's doing the fucking hip abductor? No, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. It's written all over our faces. I don't understand why, like, y'all don't see that. And if I tell you that I'm not interested from the beginning, from the get-go, I'm good, thanks, or blah, 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 fucking move along. Take a fucking hint. But now, no man is shooting their shot because they're all fucking scared and they're not doing it the right way and they don't know how to do it. Well, I'm telling you right now, public places, if the woman looks like she's open to having a conversation or whatever, do it. If she's busy, maybe leave her the fuck alone. If she's secluded, leave her the fuck alone. I don't even know if I want to post this because I don't even know if I want to be approached by a man. Seriously, like, it's scary. It's a scary fucking thought. I'm trying to help. I'm not even helping myself. I don't know. Fuck it. Figure it out. I don't know. Or don't. Don't care.
She is all over the place. First, she says that men shouldn't approach. Then she says that men can only approach in obscenely specific circumstances. Then she calls men cowards for not magically knowing these circumstances. But then she settles on not wanting to be approached. This is why dudes just walk away, man.
Those of you that keep commenting on, oh, she's probably single. Yeah, that's because I've seen literally every single side to men. Married men, men in relationships, men with multiple girlfriends, men with multiple wives. I've seen literally every single side to men, and that is why I choose to be single. May the best one win. Seriously, with the dates that I go on and the gifts that I receive, it's a race. Actions speak louder than words.
She can't even appreciate the irony of that statement. Her actions led to choosing some of the worst men possible, and she blames every single man instead of owning up to the fact that she chose poorly.
I'm telling you, a lot of girls that you see are single, they choose to be single. It is not hard to go out there and settle. It is not that hard to go out there and manage to get yourself into a relationship. Trust me, I know. I used to be a serial dater. It was so easy for me to hop into relationships. You can literally ask any one of my friends. Oh, Danielle always has a boyfriend. This is the longest that I've been single. That's because I'm at a point in my life where the next person I'm going to be with is going to be my husband.
What she doesn't realize is that this so-called future husband will probably see this video and want nothing to do with her.
Okay, I'm still giggling at this. I went out with a couple girlfriends last night. We're at the bar and we're talking about who at the bar we think's cute. And I'm like, oh, I think this guy's really attractive. He's so cute, but I'm not gonna go. I just was like, oh, whatever. And he actually ended up coming over later and We were chatting and he bought me a drink. We kind of hit it off. It was fun. And then, you know, bar was closing. We were going home and he got my number and he was like, oh, he was with some friends and he was like, we're going to do like a after at my place if you guys want to come, blah, blah, blah. One of my girlfriends that I was with, she has a dog. So we're like, okay, we're going to go home, check on the dog, and we'll let you guys know.
For all this talk about how men are dangerous, these intoxicated women have no problem going to a stranger's house to drink more after the bar closes. Make that make sense.
We didn't really have any intention of going back out. Like the night was supposed to end. That was that. But he texts me and he's like, you guys should come over. And I let him know, oh, you know what? We're actually like tied up here. I don't think we're going to leave. We're going to stay in with the dog. This is what he says. I was so confused. He says, horrible text. You girls should come over. We're having a time. You're fun and add great value.
What she's doing is totally uncalled for, and this is why men don't bother approaching anymore. Even when a guy shoots his shot, if she thinks the text is bad, she has no problem shaming the guy online for her own amusement. And let's be honest, guys, it really doesn't matter what you say if you are attractive anyway.
So my friend and I are like, what the hell? If we weren't coming before, but now, no, definitely not. I'm just like so confused. So I just never respond. I'm like, whatever, I'm never gonna see this man again. And then today he texted me later in the day and was like, hey, great to meet you, blah, blah. I also just want to clarify that that was the best that my friends came up with. And I'm like, what? Apparently he asked his friends to help him craft a message that was like clever and funny, something, I don't know, because we were going back and forth a lot. We were talking.
What's funny is how this woman initially thought the guy was attractive, but refused to go up and talk to him. And she is the one talking about how men don't have any game, but this guy still has more game than her, in my opinion.
And that's what they came up with. One, it's so bad. So bad. You add great value. Like, what? And two, it was just so endearing because that's totally something the girls are doing. Like, help me craft this message. What do we say? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, for that, we'll get a response. I don't think there's any end game here, but I just think that that was so funny.
She's already decided that this guy isn't worth her time, but she's going to keep him around just because she thinks it's funny. Absolutely disgusting.
This matchmaking agency reached out to me a few months ago on Instagram, just like asking if I wanted to be part of like their female like database in case they have any like male clients that would be a good fit. And I was like, yeah, sure. It's a legit high-end matchmaking agency. I did the whole interview thing and they've reached out to me twice now with like great potential matches, and they like describe the guy and he's like, you know, obviously super successful, wealthy, and like really well-rounded. And I'm like, great, how old is he? And they're like, oh, he's 48. Both times he's 48. I'm like, I'm not dating someone 20 years older than me. Like,
what exactly was this woman expecting? The type of men that are her age with those kinds of resources aren't going to be hitting up a matchmaker to help them out.
and I already told them that. I'm like, I don't care who it is. I don't care how they are 20 years older than me. It's a no-go. 10 years older is really my max, like 12 years at the absolute max. Does anyone have any success stories with matchmakers?
There aren't many successful professional matchmaker stories because the women who use these services are usually so damn hopeless when it comes to relationships that any man that might be a good fit will be instantly shot down anyway. There is really no point doing business with them. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.